making a DC game. Let's fucking go. Stay safe out there and peace out. Welcome to League of DC. This is Superman Lois, Season 3, Episode 7 live reactions plus review. Before we start, we gotta bring in the boys. So he brings the heat in J Heat. That is J Heat Blaze.
Yo, what's up? How's
Yeah,
everybody doing tonight?
I'm good. And you guys know him as Comics Lead, but we know him as Jared. Let's bring him in.
Podcast. So we'll see what happens with that.
May the force be with you. Wonder Bat.
Speaking of which, I have a fantastic video coming out tomorrow that these two guys were there for.
I wonder what that could be.
Maybe that's something to do with some statements by Zack Snyder.
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
and Strange Marvel Theory. Thanks
Yes,
for popping in.
absolutely. So we are just waiting for the Superman and Lois episode to be posted because the CW was slow at things.
Yes, of course. So, guys, let's discuss about the fact that, Superman and Lois obviously has finished their what's it called shots for the season. Now the writers, what's it called, writer's strike is happening, so this won't affect that at all.
Mhm.
So that's the good news. Bad news is though, other TV shows are going to be affected.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Stuff that wasn't written ahead of time is going to be affected. Maybe it'll affect Gotham Knights. That's the one thing we can be happy about.
Okay. Why?
Roll the clip. He deserved that. Roll the
Yeah,
clip.
he deserved it.
Why did you say that name?
All I said was Gotham Knights.
Why did you say that name?
Too easy.
Well, at least it's not Batwoman.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys
so
are
right.
fun.
Yeah, but it's been quite a time to be covering media, hasn't it, gents?
Hmm.
Indeed. Indeed.
I'm surprised the episode's not out yet.
This happens sometimes.
Yeah. But if you guys are watching on J Heat's channel, welcome. Obviously this is on both our channels. We're reacting to it live, so you guys get to see our reactions to Superman and Lois. And this is going to be an amazing stream regardless.
Indeed. So just sit back, get some popcorn, and just enjoy.
This should be a
That's all I
good
can say.
time. So how you guys been doing today?
Been busy.
Same.
Same here.
I actually
Trying.
to celebrate 157, almost 160 subscribers. I got a celebration stream coming out tomorrow, so hopefully that'll go well. I'll send you guys the link. You're welcome to show up and stop by, and we just hang out, look back. It'll be hopefully it'll be a good time.
Congrats, bro.
We will also be doing on my channel interview with the Bat channel and Super Bro Corey. That's obviously I've still got to set a time up with them. I've still got to organize that, and I'm also be doing an interview with Rhea from
Ooh.
Rhea from from everyone's favorite moderator, Rhea.
Nice.
Yeah, who got to actually speak to Zack Snyder. When you see
So-
her, please tell her that Jared from Comics League is extremely jealous.
Oh, if you want to be there, you can be on the panel for that. It'll be the weekdays.
Mhm. It's just like I envy anyone that gets to sit down and have a conversation with that man.
I mean, well, we do know the man said sell, so
Hmm.
While we're
Exactly.
waiting, any predictions? Because last episode was a good one.
I think Lex Luthor will be teased in this. Big time.
Well, I think the episode will end with a shot of Lex Luthor.
Okay.
I can see that.
That because if ever there was an ending like cliffhanger, it's that.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let me tweet out that we're live.
Yeah, and so what do you got? So what do you guys? So what's interesting? Well, what I'm wondering is, okay, so once again, I ask this regularly. Over under that the show gets another season.
With the strike going on, those chances have been dropped significantly.
Mm-hmm.
But momentum wise, it could be done. Though you might be better off at a TV movie and just call it a day, given the current climate. I'm not saying a season 4 can't be possible. I'm just saying with current tensions, if they were to pump out a season 4, quality would be greatly reduced.
True, yeah, and this is the one show that's been like the saving grace for people on the CW. And if this thing fails, that ain't good. That is
Even
not
though
good.
even though the show kind of split off in the Arrowverse, like in the tail end of season 2, which was a nice pre-Golden Age reference, by the way.
It was.
So I was looking at something at Superman and Lois. Are you gonna pick up the figure, Jared? No.
Nah. I got so much stuff coming in the mail. I'm like, I don't want to. I need to have. I can't spend all my money on collectibles. I have a Batmobile coming in, not the one that I entered to win. I did not win that, so I just ordered a cool one.
What, the
And
McFarlane Toys one?
no, not the McFarlane. I'm talking about they have this die-cast one from Zack Snyder's Justice League that I ordered, which is actually really cool. I'll do
Nice.
I'll post about it tomorrow. Then obviously I have the Hot Toy Cyborg coming in.
And by the way, if Jared was actually caught on camera on the internet with a Superman and Lois merch, specifically Lois Lane, he would never live it down.
Watch, all of a sudden I'm gonna be like flooded in my DMs with Lois Lane memes. That's what someone did, by the way. So when I posted that video, I talked about how useless Lois Lane is, because she is.
Oh boy.
So someone responded by just sending me a bunch of like photos of Clark and Lois as a couple, like doing stuff. And I'm like, you realize you're not actually arguing. You're just showing me clips of Superman and Lois, right? Like just panels of them as a couple. And I'm like, that's not an argument. I already told you're not convincing me. I already told you I don't like her.
And in case we get heat for this, in case this is a friendly fire, he is not bashing the classic relationship that is Superman and Lois. He just has a disdain towards Lois Lane herself for always being the golden damsel. I just want to articulate that.
No, I think the relationship is outdated, but that's that's just my point.
Jared, you're really not helping my case right now.
No, I know, but that's why if you watch my video, I said she is. I acknowledge she plays a role in the early Superman career when he first shows up in Metropolis. That I'll give you. But from that point on, yeah, she's not needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting some heat for that.
Hey, I'm getting you views, Taladia. I'm getting you views. By the way, so did you know that for Paramount, what you could do, they have this thing. So Paramount UK tweeted, "This is not a drill. Optimus himself could read your tweet. Reply with the line you'd like to hear, and he'll be reading out your tweet entries very soon." And I tweeted in, "I'm Batman."
Peter Cullen doing a Batman voice. He can pull it off.
By the way, so
Well,
what's
Peter,
fascinating is I watched a documentary on the Chris Nolan Batman movies. You know that Bale was the only one to do a Batman voice. In other words, to have a voice except from Bruce Wayne, because that was not actually in the original thing. That was a Bale thing.
Huh.
And
yes.
it was a risk when they gave it to Nolan because Nolan had only done 3 movies at that point. So they were like, do we really want to give it to this guy? But it was his confidence in his pitch that sold it. And guess who cameos in that documentary?
Amy Adams.
Well, yes, but the best comic book movie director of all time, our boy,
Zack Snyder.
yeah, because they're buddies, and he talks about the Nolan movies. And for a second there, when I heard his voice, because obviously I know what Zack Snyder sounds like at this point, I was like, "Wait, what?" Makes sense because they're friends, and actually, Nolan got Snyder the job as the Superman director, and we can all thank Christopher Nolan for the Snyderverse. So, thank you, Nolan.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually planning a wasted potential video. What could have happened if studio interference was greatly reduced with the Snyderverse? Who knows?
And I'll be there for that one. Trust me.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, guys, we're gonna mention this. When it comes down to gaming, there's gonna be a little bit of less gaming streams, guys. Just to let you guys know that now in advance, because I don't want to redo Heroic Assault on
Oh
stream.
God, no.
No, it's not worth it. Plus, the game itself doesn't get that much attention anymore.
No.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it. The game is dead. Gotham Knights, the game,
Exactly.
strictly the game, is dead.
Well, the show is also dead. But
You're the one who reviewed it. I refused to watch that.
no, I
garbage.
reviewed the first episode. There's a difference.
Still
Now-
counts.
Yeah. But what we will do, I don't know about Taladia, but at least on Comics League, and Taladia, you can tell me this. When Suicide Squad comes out, since all indicators point to it being cross-platform, I don't see any problem with us streaming our playthrough. We all team up and kill Brainiac as the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's no problem. We can do
That'd be
that.
fun.
Definitely.
Because they have the potential is there for them to turn this around.
Yes.
Luckily, they have enough of a lead that they have enough of a delay where they can make at least most of the changes we want, like the online-only component and such.
But this is the last project for the old Vanguard before they officially leave Warner Brothers Discovery. So, so this could also be a big FU on the way out. So
True,
just don't
but I mean that's true. But speaking of like last Vanguard for Warner Brothers, what do you think the odds are that Zaslav sells Warner Brothers?
It's high.
if a deal could be made for an acquisition within the next 18 months, yeah, definitely I could see Zaslav selling it off.
And the question is, what happens to James Gunn's plan if Warner Brothers gets sold? Because I think it gets trashed.
No, I
Very
think,
likely, because you do have the. Now, I'm not saying this would likely happen. I'm not saying that.
We're just
But I am
conjecturing.
saying if you are going to sell it off, and if you are going to be a new executive company, riding off the Snyderverse momentum from Full Circle would be your best bet. Even if it's just a limited series or just Justice League 2 and 3, it would give you some momentum once the acquisition.
Here's the thing. I am what Full Circle told me, even if it wasn't announced at Full Circle, something is clearly happening.
Definitely.
There's no way he wouldn't spoil the Robin thing. There's no, because the minute he said, I'm not going to spoil that because it could be something that we see in the near future, I'm like, nope, something's going on. There's no, because if it were really over, he would have just told us.
You have a point, but he was direct. He was blatant about the Emerald Cut. We are never going to see the Emerald Cut outside of a deleted scene.
Which that's fine, but and you notice that actually helped because as our good buddy the Phoenix Press pointed out, by the way, the stream to launch 2100 Samurai issue 3 is this Friday at 12 noon. Be sure to show up. But what Nick pointed out, you notice he's very direct and very specific about the Emerald Cut, but he's very indirect and like, what's the word? Not obscure, but vague when it comes to like continuing. You saw a very, very, very marked difference between his phrasing from the BVS panel, which was glorious. My other clip, I am going to put Zack Snyder on Jeff Johns and then just put that Jeff Johns thing at the end because that was dope. That was the greatest diss ever.
Yeah, he's not walking off that one.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's because some Jeff Johns people were upset about Zach. It was kind of funny that they said that he stole. Here's the funny part. Here's how I know they're trolls, Jay Heat. You know what they told me? What's up, Claudia?
I've got the Zack Snyder image that he posted earlier today on my phone.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
I got the BVS variant by Jason Fabok that he did when the movie was coming out.
Nice.
Fabok's my favorite DC artist besides Jim Lee. But anyway, so this
Anyway,
person.
so episode.
Oh, the episode's up.
Oh, it's up.
No, it's not yet.
All right,
I don't know why.
Let me finish this real quick. So this person posts up that Zack Snyder stole the comic stories from Jeff Johns, and I put in the comments, you do know the concept of an adaptation, right?
Not to mention the nightmare sequences were more based on from Rock of Ages.
Oh yeah, because I recently read that in my Grant Morrison omnibus, and I'm like, yeah, this is a nightmare timeline. 100%, this is a nightmare timeline. Coincidentally, one of the best Justice League stories of all time. So there you go.
That would fall into the caliber of Tower of Babel, but arguable. It's in the same.
That's more of a Batman story, though, when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, and so that at the very least, I know some people were. By the way, another thing we should talk about is that Dawn of the Dead is now on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet. I will probably watch it this weekend. Dawn of the Dead.
We should do a watch party for that.
That would be so
Definitely.
much fun. Let's do that. Let's do it. That'd be so much fun.
For a Sunday stream.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that'd be fun. I'm down for that.
But I will say this.
Yeah, what's up?
Free Comic Book Day is coming out this week. Nick is officially getting a panel at his local comic book shop. So whether it be on Twitter or YouTube or other social media platforms, please shout him out at Phoenix Press. He's moving on up. So
I'll do it. He reached 300 subs. Jay Heat's reached 150. Taladia's growing. I feel like my children are growing up.
I've reached 316.
And I've reached, let's do a check on Comics League. CL has reached 540 subscribers. So we're getting there too.
You're above Skywalker, by the way.
Really?
In subs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At
By the
this
way, I do love how Skywalker showed up to the Snyder Cut screening dressed as Black Suit Superman, and he's staring down Ray Porter. That was such a great picture.
At the rate we're going, at the very least, Comics League can reach monetization by this time next year.
My other co-host Lad, he has estimated that actually later this year, if we continue this momentum,
it's up to you guys.
That's why, if you notice, I started covering a lot of Super Wonder and Snyder Cut stuff because that's what brings subs to my channel. That's
and
the way it
you're
works.
pissing people off, which is
Well, yeah, but hey, that works too.
Let me try.
okay.
Wonderbot.
All right, Taladia, you're next on the Jared Makes a Clip.
That it's just for laughs.
Here we
man.
go. This is gonna be so
I got
much
bored.
fun.
I got bored, so I just had to play the clip.
Yes, of course. So yeah, so basically the trick is just find what's the most popular content on your channel and just ride that horse until it dies. That's the way it works, guys.
But you know, there's one thing I'm definitely going to be covering on my
What?
channel is leaks.
Oh.
Leaks for WB Games right now.
That's a fantastic idea because that gets attention too.
I know Mortal Kombat 12 actually has its very first leak, which I'm probably going to cover on my channel.
I wonder what that could be. Oh, by the way, so something interesting happened today. So my friend Raph came over and he's like a big like fighting game person. You know
Yeah.
how I've always bragged that I'm undefeated as Wonder Woman
Yeah.
in Injustice 2? I was defeated today.
Thank God.
But it's kind of funny. The next match I won, so it's because it was really
was a
stupid
fluke.
gameplay. It was
It was
really
a fluke.
stupid game, and like I told him, yeah, 1 out of 200 matches. Yeah, I think I'm still good.
And speaking of Wonder Woman, if you paid attention to my Superman and Scion video I believe it was almost 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
we are doing a Wonder Woman follow-up. I
we will.
want
It's
to
gonna
say
be
this
super
week.
fun.
Yeah, but before that, we're gonna talk about Slade. So get excited for that.
Slade.
So I want to ask you guys this, right?
What's up?
Seeming as Superman and Lois is coming to near its end, what would you guys like me to cover next for the DC stuff?
Maybe we can cover more on comics, especially with Night Terror, the big event leading up to Dawn of DC Initiative in September. Or
Have
do you
seen
think
how many
that's
tie-ins are in that stupid event?
it's
Too
Future
many.
State all over again? But at
I'm
least
like,
it's
what the Taladia? It's like 30 tie-ins. It's worse than Marvel.
no Marvel has at least 50 tie-ins at a given time. That's not even
I'm
a fair
like,
estimate.
what the hell?
Again, which would you rather have? A big overarching event or just bullshit filler for 2 months?
Can we just have an event that's like small scale and only affects a small amount of
Oh.
books? Like Justice League Dark, I could see that.
There's something we could do together.
What's up?
What's up?
DC Universe Online.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I got the game still pulled up. I have to dig
Dude,
through
that
my
is a
account,
fantastic. That is a. I'm so down for that. It also encourages me to buy a gaming PC.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it on PlayStation.
You're doing
So,
all
I
this
have
on
an
a basic
Xbox.
PC.
I'm doing all this on a MacBook laptop, dude.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I'm on a MacBook laptop, brother. Everything, all the Comics League is on this MacBook right here. I just have it plugged into monitors. That's how I'm able to do all this. But so I had DC Universe Online on Xbox. I don't think it's cross-play.
No, it isn't.
So what we could just do is do PC and then import our characters, because I believe you can import your characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to import my characters from PlayStation to PC.
Mhm.
Um,
I'll get a
and-
gaming PC and we'll game.
and here's
Okay.
another thing too. Another thing I'll say as well is that because I'm in the UK, I can use the US servers on PC.
Mm.
You can't do that on PlayStation. You're on EU
Dude.
servers.
We should also get Snyder Queen and Nick on this. This would be so because you can make your own leagues. We'll have Zack Snyder's Comics League,
We'll
or
have to
just
work on
Comics
the
League,
name.
or whatever. We'll come up with a better name.
But also we can do something. Get the fans involved. Maybe we do like Summer Siege, where we talk about Super Wonder, Wonder Bat, DCAU, DCAMU, just anything popular demand. We'll cover it.
And we can
Anything
even
that-
do debates.
Nice.
Because I covered that with Nerdette, and that was really fun. And by speaking of which, the episode that so we are I do plan on collabing with Nerdette about are comic books woke or not.
Ooh, that's a heavy topic.
We're gonna try and connect this week, but it takes a while to get into contact with her. But all I know is that we are collabing, and I have a couple of cool interviews coming out.
This is all I'm going to say on that. There are no such thing as bad characters, only bad or hack writers, and that's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah.
But anything else is opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm. Is the episode still not out? Jeez.
Man, I think this is the longest we've had to wait for an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Unless you guys can find it.
It's not going to be out for us again, remember, because it doesn't come out for us until tomorrow.
Time zone difference. So it'll be a couple more hours at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. I'll give it till 6 o'clock my time because it's almost 6. I thought it'd be at 5:30 because that's what happened last time, right? It was at 5:30.
Why do they keep changing the times?
Mind you, they just showed the episode in Pacific. I think it was Pacific time or something.
Yeah,
West,
premiered about an hour ago.
yeah,
Mhm.
West Coast, I think it was.
They got to go through syndication before they get everything processed to pull up on the site, which is
Mhm.
roughly an hour and a half difference on average. It just depends.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
somebody, yeah, they're running behind tonight. Sounds like
Somebody
it.
at the CW isn't doing their jobs. Big surprise.
Isn't that every? Oh, I thought that was just the showrunners.
Well, yeah. Oh, and a little thing I wanted to bring up: the Halo series has completed filming on season 2.
oh
As you
god.
can see, I'm very excited for it.
At least it's not Rings of Power.
Yeah, Rings of Power was better.
Mm, mm.
At least when the characters had sex, it made sense.
Poor characterization or cash grab garbage. God, that is
Both.
a tough choice.
It's both in both cases. And it's now being able, and now it's popular to admit that Rings of Power failed. That's the hilarious part.
Even though everyone could have told you, everyone, their grandma could have told you that within the first. Okay, you have roughly the prologue and the second age, which was barely expanded upon. Like, what? The whole thing was a mess. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not a historian on Tolkien, but please, if someone is in the comments, please, this is your time to shine.
Oh, so many people are Tolkien historians. It's ridiculous.
And I think I read in an article once that Tolkien didn't want his work to be adapted by other media. He wanted it was his masterpiece, one and done. Just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
He had to compromise for the movie versions, and even then, he kind of hated them.
Well, the movie versions are great though.
Oh, they're great. It's just creator bias and all that.
If you ever want to to know what a long movie is, watch the extended cut of Return of the King.
Dear God, that's every bit 3 hours.
That's 4.5 hours. That's longer than the Snyder cut.
By 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just checking something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it US?
But Jay Heat, what's the longest movie you've ever watched more than once?
Return of the King.
Oh, really?
Yep. Well, the entire trilogy, if you're counting.
Do you have Direct TV?
Yeah.
All right, take a look at private chat.
Okay.
See if that works for you. If that works, then post it in the other one.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
I won't be, but okay.
In the share screen one.
If those of you that don't know what we're doing, we are trying to find Superman and Lois, and to get the most recent episode to play because the CW is being the CW right about now.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So far, I don't see it because again, it's not going to be up for us because we're in a different time zone.
And
It doesn't work until 24 hours later.
for me, it says direct. What's it called? Direct TV has it,
Mm-hmm.
and if you have that,
my ad blocker. Hang on. Yeah, but it's still not. I was just at DirecTV and it wasn't on there because remember, for you, it's whatever. Just hang on. Where's my? How do I disable ad blocker in Chrome? Okay, here we go. Pause on this site. Okay, so let me do this. Yep, it's not up, dude.
that's interesting. Oh boy. Still not up for me. I wonder if they're just gonna make us wait an hour just for this.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not.
Let me see something. Not that. But you know what I was going to discuss actually is, do we think what's his name, J Jordan is going to get his super suit soon?
Oh yeah. If it's not
Definitely.
soon, I think it's going to be most likely that'll be the season finale.
He'll either get a super suit or the Connor T-shirt from Jeff Johns.
Uh-huh.
That could work. I would like that.
Let me see. I'm just checking something. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. So, um, when did your hot toy come in?
In June. I got
In
the
J-
special edition because these things take a while to come. Don't worry about it. But I got the special edition. The special edition comes with this other head sculpt. You know when he's flying in the air and then that face mask comes down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's special in that one.
You're waiting on the Aquaman one. Are you getting the black suit or the original?
For the Aquaman one, I'm waiting until one of two things happen. Number one, they reissue the ones for Zack Snyder's Justice League, or when Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom come out. Same thing for the Flash. Whichever one of those two comes first.
It'll be the last one that comes out first.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying either they reissue the Justice League one or the movie one.
Well,
Either
they
way
won't.
is fine with me.
Mhm.
Because it's like I won't have like the Justice League suit Batman. I have the Nightmare Batman. I just want to have a hot toy for each member of the league. It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah. For me, it's I was looking at getting one. Getting a not a hot toy, but getting a figure, but it's between 60 to £100, which is expensive.
Yeah, they're like a thing you want to get for like special occasions. But I will say, once you get one, they are worth that price tag. 100%.
Because I wish other companies made like a Hot Toys rip-off type of thing, but nobody does. That's the thing.
Interesting.
Hot Toys is the one to go for.
Fun fact,
If
you know, Hot Toys is actually a Japanese company.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yes, that's right. ToyWonderland.com.
Mhm.
Okay, I am logged on my AT&T account.
Okay. Hi, Sean. How you doing?
What's up, Sean?
Haven't seen you in a long time.
But you know, I've been really investing time in is learning about AI because you have these like little AI people you can talk to on like
Yeah.
smartphone apps. So I've been fooling around with that.
Uh, yeah. What's it saying for you?
Hold on,
Okay,
I'm trying to I'm trying to get to watch now so I can actually pull up the show.
Yeah, be able to put it up on on the screen share StreamYard.
Okay.
Ah, I've been up all night, man. I pulled it all nighter.
Happens to the best of us, man. Hopefully it'll be up soon.
I hope so.
Hmm.
I hope so because I stayed up all night for this. Oh, the Flash. We gotta talk about the Flash. There was a new
Definitely.
there was a new commercial for it
Um,
for the movie Flash.
Interesting.
Give me a minute. Ah, come on.
Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, you can blame the CW on that.
Usually I blame Eric Wallace, but unfortunately he's not running the show.
Oh, I was speaking to Sean O'Rourke on Max's channel talking about the writer stuff, and he explained that there was a lot of things that he's working behind the scenes. He's been out of a job for a long time. So, and he explained the Writers Guild and all of that, like, and how they're using AI for ADR. You're muted.
Sorry about that. That is really creepy. How much we can do with AIs right about now.
Yeah,
Almost too convenient.
it's really weird though, Jay. Hmm. Please, why are you being a bum for me today? This is, guys, sorry for the delay. I blame this fully on, like, this is why I was like, wasn't too sure to stream today. I was like, should I not? And then, because this was Superman and Lois. Hmm. Oh boy. Let me see a different website. You guys can still see me, right?
Yeah, of course I can.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Uh. Okay. I think I've got it. Let me double check.
Okay, let me just do this.
Have you got it?
I got it pulled up on AT&T, but I don't think it's the right episode number. But I could screen share it.
Your screen share it before.
Can y'all see my screen?
Wrong one, Jay. Wrong one. It's in the
Thought
other
so.
one.
Let me go. Let me
It's
go to
the other.
watch.
No, no, it's no wrong StreamYard.
Oh, right.
It's in the other one. You need to post it.
Okay.
Let me see.
This is what's currently available on AT&T.
Where's this it? Hmm. I've got the episode.
Okay, thank
You
God.
do? Okay, cool. All right, back on schedule, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me put it up here.
And without further delay, Superman and Lois, episode 7.
Uh, let me go to StreamYard first. Alright, you guys can see that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we can see.
Yep.
Did we see this last week?
Yeah, that was last week's episode. We
Called
found
it.
out that she was, and nice job, Jay Heat.
Wait, this is last week's episode?
No, what I
Yeah.
mean is that was a reveal from last week's episode, what they just showed. So that's why I
Oh,
know
okay.
this is the most recent one.
There we go. Superman and Lois.
You don't need superpowers to know that, Sherlock.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, thanks, Captain Obvious. Those suits are so badass.
It's only lunch. Oh, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Low blow.
Low blow from hell.
It is. It is.
Hmm.
Even if it's legal, it's still gross. Oh boy. That's a detail we really need right now.
No, we don't just need that
Lois
image.
Lane with diarrhea. Wow.
Oh god.
For one, he fronted the entire hospital in an attempt to save you.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. It will never work. Oh,
Are they gonna make her Superwoman?
oh, no, I don't think so.
Remember that in the comics?
Yes. Do you understand? Coincidence? I think not.
Really, an Incredibles reference?
Yes, I'm gonna use an Incredibles in reference.
The first one was better.
I concur, J Heat. Oh boy, that always turns out well.
The way he's acting is like a big boss.
Oh, Lois turned off another person.
Snarky comments there.
I had to.
That's the snarky comment.
They're gonna bone by the finale, calling it now.
Oh yeah. Oh, they could not broadcast that louder.
He didn't think this through.
The dude comes to pick up Nat, and he's there with the hammer.
Just saying.
I'm telling you, dude, he's got that whole intimidating father thing into a whole new level.
There's a time joke in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna say it.
Particularly if we're talking about the Marvel It's Hammer Time.
Oh. Hey, at least she admits it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
If Mannheim wanted you poisoned, he would have done it already.
Mhm. It just astounds me that because here's the thing. Tyler Hoechlin's Superman does not exactly like differentiate Clark from Superman.
He doesn't.
I mean, his definitive Superman, definitely, you do feel his Superman, though, if you know what I mean.
I mean,
You get,
yeah, that's true. He's no Henry Cavill, but I know what you're saying there.
yeah, he's second best. Let's put it like that. Second best, then it's Henry
Mhm.
Cavill top.
Yeah, I would say he's my number two, and Reeves is number three. For a second, there was like a sound for us to reclaim the
This is
Suicide
Suicide
Squad. I
Squad.
was like, wait, what?
Mm, saving. That's that's a brute. Snooping, snooping around. She's a bully. She was being
She's
a
a
bully
certain
there.
word I can't say on stream.
You do realize, Jay, it's not my stream, so you don't have to censor
No,
yourself.
no. It's PG-13.
Oh, okay. Okay. Have you seen my hammer?
Have you seen my hammer? He's like, what do I do in this situation? Excuse me? Oh,
And the fact that I don't have a lot of friends is my own fault.
you must be best friends. Hmm. Yes. Yo, what's up, Sync Havoc? Yo, Jared, look.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Sin Havoc? Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you.
We're watching
Oop.
Superman Lois.
Yeah, we're watching Superman Lois tonight, and then this weekend we'll be doing a Snyderverse special on Jared's channel. We'll be co-streaming it for Comics
Mhm.
League Dark. Ah, wow. A game charm. Yes, Think Havoc, yes. A Snyderverse special is happening this week.
Yeah, we're gonna talk all about Full Circle, all the juicy details that came out of that fantastic event
Storm the gates, as he says, yes.
with our tridents. Dumb Einstein, that's great. I love that.
Yes, if you know, you know. Yes, and think, trust me, tonight's panel was great on still stream. I was super pumped for him. The boss says Sal. That's what he said. The boss said Sal. So Stoner. Wow. You're playing God. Yo, that's crazy the way he said that line. Burger. Rails will find his wise man.
You think Lois would have pieced this together by now?
Yes, yes, agreed, Sync. Rhea, world's finest, the wise man Sil Abdul took the movement to new heights.
Well, Jay
Ready the up.
Heat, remember how long it took Lois to figure out that Clark was Superman?
Yes.
She's not the brightest reporter.
Roughly 3 years, depending which continuity we're talking about.
Or in the Snyderverse, immediately, because she's not an idiot.
Yeah, what's up, strange Marvel theory?
What's up?
No worries, Sync Havoc. No worries. We'll still be continuing full circle this week. I promise you, there will be a stream. I think Friday's Jared, right?
Yeah, Friday at midnight EST.
Friday, midnight Eastern Standard Time.
And
Will
what I
be
mean
live.
by Friday at midnight, I mean when it transitions from Friday to Saturday. I know it's confusing.
Yeah, so Saturday, basically Saturday morning, UK time, will be live. No, yeah, Saturday morning will be live. Yes, covering. I think Snyder Queen might join us. Did she say she was joining us?
She might.
Also, guys, Sync Havoc, just to mention this as well, I'll be doing an interview with the Bat Channel and Raya in the coming weeks. It's Saturday morning when you wake up. Yeah, it'll be Saturday morning, yes, when I go live. It's gonna be a great stream, though. A great stream. We can say yes. And yes, Corey and Trey did have a legendary stream this past weekend,
Wait,
having
did they confirm she went through remission, or is it just her last treatment?
uh I think it was last treatment.
Okay.
And yes, Trey and Corey did have legendary streams, having Wayne T. Carr on the with Samantha Win. He's trying to be the protective dad. You gotta play it cool, my dude. Play it cool. You okay? I'll be sure to check it out, guys. Make sure you do check out Strange Marvel Theory on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe to his channel, guys, and be sure to check him out. I'll be sure to check out your YouTube page, Strange Marvel Theory. There's not been any action in this episode, has there?
Yeah, I know. I'm getting bored.
Little to none.
This is the second week in a row where there hasn't been action. Like, come on.
But it's not a filler episode. It's plot relevant.
True. One step at a time. Oh, we still got like 10 minutes left anyway on the episode.
There better be action, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed.
Agreed. Ooh, that is deep. A deep thing to say. That is true. Strange Marvel theories. That is true. I just feel like there needs to be a little bit of action at least, because the show is literally named Superman.
It's Superman, exactly.
So yeah, this has been an interesting episode. So
But would you count as filler?
No, but here's the thing, though. Here's why I don't mind this one as opposed to Mandalorian.
go on.
This season has had plenty of action, like repeatedly. It's not like you've had long periods where nothing happens.
Who wants a movie that's movie made entirely of fist and fights and explosions?
That's true.
Why should it make you sad? Like, maybe it's time to accept it.
And fun fact, Lana and John is a thing in the comics, so this is pretty bound to happen.
Really?
Mm,
Well, it's on and off.
Mm-hmm.
um, Singh says, "I love the movie with action, explosion, and fighting. They're the best. We need more of that." Yes, we
Yeah.
do. In superhero
With
films,
character development and stuff, it's fine to have occasional moments like this, but you have to have a balance.
fireworks.
And who's to say John's powers won't manifest in the future?
Oh, if they do that, you know who's gonna have a field day.
Ah,
You mean we could actually have the Super Sons?
boo.
No, watch. They tease they're going to do that, and then the series ends.
My prediction for the Flash movie is like I'm gonna let the guys predict. What do you guys think? Flash
For the
movie prediction.
Flash movie, I think it's going to end in a way that keeps it open if there's a sequel, because we've already know it's kind of like in the air if there's a sequel. If it's successful, I think they're going to do a sequel, and that in the Flash 2 they could set up the Snyderverse multiverse.
Occasional sporadic moments of dialogue. Got it. More than likely series and yeah. What the?
It's sound disruption, not a canary cry. But it is sonar or sonic powers.
What do we think about the writer strike? It's gonna affect most TV shows, but it's not gonna affect the channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna affect our channel in some way, shape, or form because Superman and Lois is still happening.
No, they did have kids.
Oh,
Called it.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Like what? That is crazy. Oh shit!
It's the CW. It wasn't that hard to piece together.
For you
They have the
maybe,
most
but
predictable plots.
so that was Superman and Lois episode 7 completed. Review, guys.
Finally, after
Let's
almost 45-minute wait. Jesus.
review. Let's do it, guys. Reviews.
It's not the best episode.
It's definitely dragged on because okay, even if you did factor Carl and the secretary hooking up and
Yeah,
being public about it, that you could have saved for an actual filler episode instead of cramming it into this one.
yeah,
Because you take that out and you save at least 15 minutes.
yeah.
But other than that, pretty solid character focused episode. Good transition to the latter half of the season. There's going to be a bit more tension with Steel versus Mannheim over their children, even though Mannheim's responsible for the death of John's counterpart. And other than that, how far they take the Lois cancer angle. But as for Onomatopoeia, she's definitely going to be killed off either in episode 8 or 9. She'll succumb to her cancer, unfortunately. And that's going to be an emotional beat.
Yeah,
Maybe Mannheim goes off the deep end.
but
Or,
remember, but we were wrong about Lex, so we'll have to wait and see. But they did tease Lex in some way.
yeah, a newspaper clipping. But I feel like if you're going to debut Lex in this series, you're going to save him for the finale. And the
Yeah,
fact that
they're
he
gonna
played
set
a
up
big
something big.
he played a big role in Titan, so you would have two Lex Luthor adaptations at the same time.
Mind you, Titans. Lex is dead, so it wouldn't matter.
Oh,
Strange Marvel theory says at me. I think the Flash will have a Days of Future Past, an Endgame type of theme going back to so the UCU can move forward. Interesting, interesting.
Flashpoint, Flashpoint, the actual story, and Days of Future Past are very similar.
Yeah,
Where their post-apocalyptic storylines, where the only way to improve the situation is to alter the timeline and wipe the slate clean. Now, when Days of Future Past was originally syndicated and published, it was technically Marvel's equivalent of an Elseworld story, a literal worst case scenario of what would happen to the X-Men and mutant kind because the Age of Ultron storyline was going on around the time. So technically, Days of Future Past was an Elseworld story. At least the comic was. It
yes,
got canonized later on, or at least parallel versions of it got canonized later on. But it was originally an Elseworld story. But to get back to my main point, even if you didn't do the whole Amazon versus Atlantean War and the love triangle that followed, all you need for a basic Flashpoint adaptation is Barry saving his mom, a Dark Flash stand-in for Eobard Thawne, and internal conflict waiting for Barry to do the right thing.
yes,
Sure you can argue Super Man of Steel reskin with Supergirl is a bit over the top, but it's a good bookend in case diminishing returns do not allow the Snyderverse to expand. So it's a good bookend, all things considered.
okay. Jared, what do you think about the episode? Firstly, about the episode. What do you think about tonight's episode? And what do you obviously want to make a prediction for next episode? And then, what do you think about Strange Marvel's theory's comment about Flash having a Days of Future Past, an Endgame type of theme, and going back so the DCU can move forward?
I think I'm gonna address the Flash one first. I think that they're gonna establish the Flash ending is probably gonna the reason why, as far as we know, he hasn't linked it to his stuff. In other words, he doesn't have like his Batman or his Superman show ups because I think he wants to leave that door open in case they want to explore that. So they're gonna just leave that part in this world and then move over to another world, and that's gonna be James Gunn's universe. So that's what I think they're gonna set up. But as opposed to this is not my favorite episode because it's just people standing around talking. And I get that that's important, but it's a Superman show. However, I'm more tolerable of it because this is one of the only episodes this season where it's just been talking. They have had action stuff. So for the most part, I'm more willing to excuse it.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I'm more willing to excuse the episode. Um, and I think firstly, I think this episode was decent for as a filler episode to kind of link between the last episode to
It's
this.
it's structurally a filler episode, structure wise, but
Yeah,
it's definitely more balanced in the way it's structured. It's
yeah,
definitely more
def
balanced the way it's written.
definitely. But I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode because the next episode, we're going to be getting a little bit of action. I've just seen the promotional stuff for that, so I've just watched it online on YouTube. So it's going to be very, very cool to see that. Sync Havoc says X-Men animated series Days of Future Past and comic were good, not the Fox-Men movie.
Okay, X-Men 96, that's arguably I repeat, one of the best comic adaptations
Whoa,
of
whoa,
the
whoa. The Fox X-Men movie was actually pretty good. And when I met Chris Claremont, I asked him, which one do you think is like the best of those movies? He said, Days of Future Past.
Yes, it's a solid adaptation, don't get me wrong, but you got to admit X-Men 96 is a classic.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, come on, there's no refuting that.
Hmm.
I mean, X-Men 96 pretty much adapted the entire Claremont run from beginning to end, minus 2 mini arcs.
Sync says, I think how it says, who's ready for the Clooneyverse? Flash movie
That ain't happening. That ain't
will build
happening.
DCU and be very diverse.
Very
Because
funny, Sin Havoc. Very funny.
I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for Clooneyverse. No,
My bad
Bat
credit card.
nipples and Batman credit card. There is a
no,
reason Clooney's Batman was buried and forgotten for a decade.
no, more than a decade.
Oh yeah, it was roughly 15 years. I wasn't off by much.
More than a decade. Because remember, think about it. When uh, Batman Begins came out, that was roughly a decade. But when Dark Knight came out, that became the best selling Batman movie up to that time, right? Then
Flash,
BVS happened, and that changed the game. That changed the landscape of
true,
Batman movies. Am I right?
true.
Am I wrong, Jared?
That's
Oh
a fair
yeah.
point. That's a fair point. And to
Uh,
go back to Havoc's more recent comment, the okay, in the original comic, Barry used the cosmic treadmill, which is a supercharged treadmill which can be used to further enhance the speedster's speed. Whereas in the animated movie, Barry did it by himself. It's essentially breaking the time barrier. There was no time machine in that story. This isn't Quantum Leap.
hmm
God, I am old. Am I the only one who remembers Quantum Leap?
I'm old, so you don't need to worry.
I'm 26 and I'm not.
I'm
I'm not
31.
that
I'm 31, so
old. Man,
I'm
you
an old
guys
guy.
are old.
Yeah, I'm an old guy. Can't you see? I got a beard.
I
That
have a
gives it away.
beard too. What are you talking
But
about?
I got
We all
I got
have beards.
I got gray hair, so I'm just saying. But anyway, so Singh says Clooneyverse is coming soon. Get ready. I know people were at CinemaCon. They confirmed it. Speaking of Days of Future Past and mutants, if what if the MCU introduces mutants? What if the Sword uses rogues to neutralize Kamala Khan and Miss Marvel? I am not looking forward to Mr. Marvels.
Neutralize Captain Marvel. Dear God, take her out.
Captain Karen. Okay, would you say Carol Danvers was better as Binary or the original Miss Marvel from the 90s?
Original Miss Marvel. If you read the Brian Reed run of the Ms. Marvel, she's fantastic.
Wasn't this the
Yeah.
same writer who wrote Avengers 200, or was that a separate writer?
No. Brian Reed wrote he wrote in like the pre and post Civil War like
Era,
time period.
early 2000s.
It's a fantastic series.
Okay. So who am I thinking of? Avengers 200.
Uh, um. Yeah, I don't know who you're thinking of, but we got to talk about you know make our plans for next episode because guys, obviously this week's episode was a filler. We wasn't too sure if we are going to be able to cram everything in because we just did the full circle live stream, and my God, that was the most fun experience I've ever had with the
Yeah,
boys.
we're gonna do that every year. There's a Snyder Con. We absolutely have. That was
We-
so fun.
Every year. Oh, Strange Marvel Theory says he's 50. Wow, I did not know that. Strange
Am I
Marvel
the
Theory.
youngest one here? Jay Heat, how old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
25.
So Jay Heat's the youngin.
Yeah, he's the youngin.
Only
I'm
by
the
a
old.
few months.
I'm 30. I'm 31, so I'm the oldest. Second
No.
oldest.
Nick is the oldest. That little old
Wait.
guy.
Gambit. I thought Gambit premiered in the Claremont run.
Hmm. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing. We've done Full Circle live reactions last weekend. This week, of course, Comics League Dark on Jared's channel, which, by the way, he'll be allowing us to co-stream it. So with his permission, of
From
course.
now on, I think I'm just gonna allow you guys to co-stream like every Comics League Dark. It's it's a fun idea. It gets more exposure to all of our channels. It only makes sense at this point.
Yeah, so we're gonna cover the Full Circle in review, but and further we'll be going in detail about it too, because you guys want to see our thoughts and review, because Jared wasn't there for Zack Snyder's Justice League panel in terms of being on our panel to watch it along.
So on Friday I'll be giving my own thoughts on like the movement, what it means to me, because literally I am here, like I don't mean like alive. I am on YouTube with all this behind me because of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yes.
Which credit to Nick and to Ladia for actually recording the stream and letting us use it. But I have uploaded my posting of the Zack Snyder panel on YouTube on my channel. If you guys want to check, if you guys just want to support my channel,
if you guys want to support Jay Heat's channel, his link will be in the description alongside Jared's channel, which is also in the description, guys. Feel free to subscribe to both of these guys. Right, these guys particularly, subscribe to both of them. Help them out tremendously. We're trying to get Jay Heat up to 200 subs at the very least by the end of next month. Right, we're trying to get him up there, and Jared's trying to get up to 1K. So if he gets up to 1K by the end of this year, that'd be amazing. And I'm trying to get up to 350 by the end of this month, and then next month I'm trying to reach 450. So we're trying to do 100 subs per month. So that is going to be it from the show, though, guys. Any last words, comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you're watching this as a VOD, feel free to leave your comments and thoughts onto today's episodes of Superman and Lois Season 3, Episode 7. Give your opinions, your thoughts. Link their channels. All right, 1 second. I've got Jay Heats already in the.
I can link mine if you want.
Yeah. Give me yours and then I can.
Yes, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I have it all plugged up.
All right, so that's Jay Heat's. Jay Heat's channel is in the.
It's been private channeled.
Yep, I see it. And
thanks, Havoc.
Yep, and this is Jared's Comics League. Make sure you subscribe to both of these guys. Jared does all things comics book. He's not only DC, he does everything. So Marvel's, indie, DC, you name it, he does it all. I'm strictly DC, of course, because I'm a DC channel. But yeah, so if you guys are watching this as a VOD, feel free to leave your comments. Well, if you're watching this later as a replay, feel free to leave your comments on today's episode. What do you guys think of the filler episode? What is your predictions for the future episodes, which is episode 8 and episode 9, so on and so forth? And what do you guys think about Superman Lois as an overall season? We would love to hear your thoughts and in the comment section below. I've been your boy Taladia Plays. You guys can follow me on Twitter, which is @Taladia Plays, and that is going to be in the description. Thank you to Strange Marvel Theories, Sync Havoc. Thanks to a big shout out goes out to Sean Franklin as well. So shout out goes out to you guys. And remember though, guys, I will be doing an interview with Rhea pretty soon. I've got to organize that up with her and the Bat Channel and Super Corey. We're going to be doing a big stream for that when that happens. I will let you know. And before we end, we normally like to give a big shout out, and this goes out to Strange Marvel Theories. We want to get your channel out there, guys. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Strange Marvel Theories, please feel free to subscribe to his channel, because he does some really cool stuff and he does comic book Marvel stuff. So if you love the Marvel side of things, subscribe to him. So I appreciate you being here. So with that being said, I've been your host Taladia Plays. That's been Jay Heat. That has been Comics League Jared.
Wonderbat.
And let's leave it with Wonderbat.
Let me try.
Okay.
Wonderbat, 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 Wonderbat.
I have Zack Snyder on my side.